here's Tom Bradley.
From the Buttonwood Business Center and the Affinity Office Furniture Super Studio, we say good morning to a guy he's been stifling his laugh all morning, trying to keep it down. You're a lover of life, Ellis Bennis.
That's right.
And sometimes it shows in multiple ways, right? Including maybe on how you enjoy things and how you laugh. You get passionate about something.
Amen.
Some might say you're loud.
Yes. Not some, all. All would say that.
All would say that. Let me adjust him down.
I see you right in
the levels over here.
Yeah, get 20 decibels, yeah.
Welcome to the studio. You've been here many times before for a lot of different reasons, but I cannot tell you, man, how exciting this is for me, personally.
Yeah, this is a cool one. I'm excited.
I feel like I went to a therapy group for the last 13 years, and somebody said, hey, man, we're going to take care of you. Because it has to do with trash in Columbia.
That's right.
And I did a long time ago resign myself to know we're going to have roll carts in Columbia. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
And they are here. I have one at my house now. And officially the week of February 4th, that's a Monday, they'll begin picking up and we'll begin using our roll carts.
March 4th.
I'm sorry, March 4th.
Yep.
And you are an entrepreneur, and you have been for a long, long time. By the way, I don't know when we realized that we are. Do you know there was a date or something you did? You're like, I think I'm going to come up with ideas and start my own journey in life. When did that happen for you?
6
years old.
I always knew I wanted to be a business owner. I was like, I don't care what I do business owner-wise. I just don't want to work for myself. Well, and honestly, it almost all stems from stories like my dad. My dad worked for the same company for 22 years. They laid him off, and it was like 350 years of experience in one day. And I was like, I'm never going to work for somebody else.
To be in that kind of position.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to do that to my family. So I just keep,
You have worked for other companies.
I have, yeah, but You've
always had something going on.
To build my businesses to the level where they are today. So.
Your mother,
Tammy Bennett, CPA. Yep.
CPA,
Yeah.
also self-employed then?
Yep. She helped me start down that route too. She had one of the first home-based businesses in Columbia. And this was 30-something years ago. There was actually at one time a home-based business group. So, like, there's the women's business and there's stuff. There was a home-based business group because it was really rare 30-something years ago.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I take a lot of my cues from her. Hopefully she's listening right now. Love you, Mom.
Good morning.
She's my mentor. Love
Good morning, Mama. This next step that you have, you're not by yourself on this. You
Nope.
have partnership, but this is a big deal, and it has to do with our roll carts. Begin the story with where this thought came from in your head.
Honestly, this is so kitsch, but I saw TikTok videos of guys doing this in other markets a year and a half ago. I'm like, man, that would be an awesome business. Like, you're cleaning, you're sanitizing, you're taking care of this stuff for people, residual income process. And so I was just like, okay, I'm a digital guy, though. I need to stay in my digital world. So that's what stopped me.
Yeah.
But then my business partner, Corey Parks, approached me, and I was like, okay. I was like, here is my marketing plan, which is going to be very aggressive to deal with everything. I was like, or how about you don't pay me any of that and we just partner on the business?
Yeah.
And
bring to the table what
he was crazy enough to say yes. And so we started from the very beginning. He's going to do the physical stuff. We've got the trailer. He's going out. He's going to be doing that. And I'm doing all of this stuff. And that's perfect delineation because he doesn't want to do any of this
If
stuff.
you're at your desk or you got the phone handy, rollcartcleaning.com, and you're going to look at that while we're talking about it. But go back for a second here. What do you mean you were seeing this on TikTok videos? Were you looking up, I just want to look into roll carts because if we get them in town, I wonder what could happen. How did you wind up looking at a video of somebody talking about cleaning roll carts?
I mean, it's TikTok, the algorithm. They know what they know. So I'm always business stuff, stand-up comedian stuff. And this popped up there, and I was like, that's an insane business. And then I started following these guys, and they went from nothing to seven-figure sales.
Did some of the first ones you saw, was it guys who were climbing into roll carts and cleaning it by hand, or I mean?
That's how most of them started because the companies didn't exist to build the trailers like what we have today.
Yeah.
So this is a relatively new industry. There's a lot of people that are like, why does this even exist? I can wash it in my front yard. I'm like, yeah, if you want all that garbage and nastiness in your front yard, go for it. So for all the people listening, they're like, this is stupid. I would never do that. That's great. You're not my customer.
Right.
But there's a lot of people that are like, I change my own oil. That's great. I'm not doing that either. You know what I mean? I'm going to let a professional handle that.
I stopped changing my own oil probably It's over 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Probably my mid-20s. So 35
Yeah.
years ago, I stopped changing my own oil.
Yeah.
Which was one of the few things I could do and knew what I was doing.
Right.
And I always knew that the oil cap would go back on top of the engine, and I would
Yeah.
have the plug down and below.
Yeah.
And we'd have a new filter, and everything was.
Yeah.
And I started relying on other people to do it. We did not have back at that time all over the land these jiffy places that are out there
Yeah.
now. Because you had to go to an actual mechanic to
Right.
get this done when I was a kid.
Right.
And so it became a little thing. I don't change my own oil. There's no way.
No.
And what you're charging for you guys to clean my roll cart, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I love you said the when you endorsed it the first time. You're like, you can't even pay a teenager to do that.
No.
You're like, and by the way, Jimmy, take the water with you.
Right.
Yeah.
That was great. I was told that I shouldn't make that into an actual Facebook post. Like, you can't even hire a teenager for $13 a month.
Well,
it's
people-
offensive.
People
it's
will
offensive,
agree.
but-
People will agree. So then, how did you and Corey find each other?
He was a referral from another client, and he said, I'm starting this business, and I need website, digital marketing, all that kind of stuff.
So at that point, he wasn't looking for a partnership.
Not at all, no, yeah.
He probably thought, nobody wants to clean these damn things with
That's
me. I'll be
right.
by
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Let's do it.
You're like, generally you're right,
Yeah.
but I want to get involved. So this trailer system that you guys have, it's gonna come to my subdivision,
That's
to my
right.
house,
That's
and
right.
you're cleaning my roll cart. Where did you get this trailer?
We bought it from a company that builds them, basically. So there's a couple specialty companies that build these things. They do trailers, and then they do trucks. There's different sizes. So ours I'll grab both of your cans at the same time, Tom.
Well, that's a wonderful thought, and for only $13.
It's a steal.
You'll never find a better deal than that.
How do you
Yeah.
feel? Satisfied?
And
Satisfied
clean.
and clean.
So clean.
So you actually have a trailer that's going to carry with. Will you heat the water on the trailer?
Yeah. So the machine is a completely self-enclosed system. So we bring the water with us. We heat the water. We blast out everything. You can kind of see pictures on the website if you see where the trash cans get flipped up. There's pressure heads that go inside, 3,000 psi at 200 degrees.
No, it's not.
It is, man. I mean,
Wow.
it would. You don't want to put your hand in front of it. It will hurt you. And so it completely cleans and sanitizes. All of that stuff falls down into a collection container, and then all of that gets pumped into our wastewater system, which we then leave with.
You take the
So
wastewater
We
with
have
you.
to. Yeah, that's a
awesome.
City of Columbia law. I'm telling you, if you see anybody out, like, especially if it's a business doing this, that they're just pressure washing out the inside and letting that go into the storm drain, you're breaking Columbia law, and there's even some federal laws that's against as well, because they're trying not to, contaminate our wastewater.
I'm
not
trying to
wastewater,
figure. There
stormwater.
must be other businesses that'll be very similar. Like you come along, you clean kids on a regular basis. I don't know. There's got to be something, right?
Yeah. I could use that.
Yeah.
Maybe not 3,000 psi.
Yeah. And we can turn it down a little bit.
But
yeah,
I mean,
a
to
little
some
bit.
degree, this is really, really.
great,
And then you actually do spray a little what? Roll cart smell.
Yeah,
on
new
it?
roll cart smell. Yeah. It's new leather. It depends on. We'll see what we'll try and mix and match.
I mean, is it
Find it.
lemony fresh? I don't know. Whatever you give it is going to smell better than what it did before.
For you, I'm
Sure.
gonna try to find a really good IPA smell. We need like a pale ale wafting when you
You
know
smell
your
like a
stuff.
brewery out there.
Yeah.
This is. I did sign up already at rollcartcleaning.com, and at are you going to raise that rate?
We are. So after March 1st, we're going to raise those rates. We're trying to get as many people because it's a numbers game, right? And so we're also offering neighborhood discounts. So if you're listening in and you want to talk to your HOA, or if we can get even a group of neighbors on one street to sign up, we'll give everybody a price break.
No
for that.
way.
Yeah, because it's just like more things in a row that we can service. And so if you're in a big neighborhood development, if you're in a big group, shoot me an email, shoot me a text, whatever. The phone number on there is 573. This is super easy. 573-227-COMO. So the number is 2666. So
All right.
227-2666. Give me a text, and yeah, we'll try to do a price break. If we can get 5, 10, 15, 20 houses in one area, well, that lowers our cost because I'm not having to drive as many places, and so we're going to pass that on to our customers so we can help them out.
What you guys have committed to is a big deal because let's just imagine a teenager would come over and clean this.
Right.
They would not be able to reclaim the water
Right.
afterwards, and so it can't go down a storm drain.
That's right.
It would have to go into a.
It has to go into a grassy area, a collection area, a mulch bed, something like that. But again, you don't want that crap in those areas. If you have a dog or a kid that'll lick the grass, which I have 4 of them, and so all of that. I mean, you imagine the disgustingness that's
Honey,
inside that
the
trash.
kids are licking the grass
Listen to the
again.
grass, yeah. My kids are out there barefoot and everything. You know,
Yeah,
we're
they're in
country
everything.
kids.
No,
They're-
you can't. You can't have it out
You
there.
don't
like
want that out there, and especially if you're in a nice neighborhood, like all the detritus and
So
junk
so
that's in there.
that's if you're doing it by yourself. It's like, what are
Yeah.
you doing? But if a company was to start it,
Yeah, it's
Como would
against
be
the
like,
law.
dude, you're breaking the law.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
breaking the law.
But I can see some people wanting to try this or wanting to try and get by easy on launching it. It'd be a really bad idea.
And that's the biggest barrier to entry is the cost of that first equipment piece, so that we can do it right. But Corey and I both, we're like, we don't want to do this halfway. Like, we want to do this well. We want to do it great. We want to take good care of people. We've both been in Colombia almost our whole life. I've been here my whole life. Corey's been here almost his whole life.
So I immediately started thinking about what the surrounding area is, right? Now, I don't know that you're going to do any dumpsters, and Beth, that's what you have.
Yes, I do.
A dumpster.
That needs to be cleaned out too, though. I mean, those get nasty.
Yeah, I don't know what, but we're talking about a serious
Yeah.
level of weight
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
on that thing. But we do have a lot of people using other trash services that rely on roll carts,
Right.
and we have other cities that have them instituted.
Jefferson City and Fulton, they both have them too.
So
yeah.
are you going to open this in Jeff City?
We really want to focus on Columbia first. If we can grow to that level, then absolutely we'd be open to it. I mean, it's business.
The,
If we can
the
grow,
biggest
yeah.
concern when you open a business is not knowing what you don't know. You have
Yep.
no idea. What do you think could be a potential problem with a business like this? Like, what do you think could happen? Anything that you're forecasting at all?
Honestly, the only
Too
thing,
busy?
No, no, that won't be an issue either. Because I mean, you know, we can handle that. We'll just keep going. We can buy another rig. We can buy a bigger rig. There's ones that do more. So yeah, the only fear that either of us had would be that we wouldn't get enough signups. But again, watching this in other markets, I cannot imagine that's going to be the problem. So it's such a good price point. It's such a good service. It's something you just don't have to think about. You're never going to have to worry about stuff getting in there. And as Foxy's favorite word, maggots growing in the bottom of the.
It is the most disgusting thing in
It
the
is
world.
so
They're
gross
so
to see
gross.
that crawling around.
Oh.
And I know you think like you don't touch it or whatever, but like you're still coming in contact with it. Like it's just
Oh,
for
I know.
folks that you keep yours in your garage, don't you?
Yes.
And so that smell and that stuff, you don't
Yeah.
want that in there.
Oh, I know.
And so we'll just take care of it. Like Beth, you know, it'll never get dirtier than what you would have let it get. We'll be there either every month and
Yeah.
we
And
offer
that's the
some
other thing is
options,
you
but-
offer, like, you can do a one-time cleaning.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
someone has abused their roll cart for 18 months, and you're like, I can't take it.
Yeah.
Just call
Yeah,
rollcartcleaning.com.
we'll roll by. We'll fill out we'll clean out your filthy cans.
And then it'll be done.
And then we'll leave.
You'll feel great again.
What's the seasonal one? Once every quarter?
Oh yeah, it's so spring, fall, or spring, summer, and fall. Yeah, so we don't want to do it in the winter because obviously, water and freezing and
Okay.
plastic is bad.
So,
And we'll
but
come
are
in
you
those
still cleaning
months.
mine out during the wintertime?
Yeah, yeah. For you, I'll wash
'Cause
your
I'm
cans
special.
every month.
No, I mean, it's every month, and I'm paying
Every month.
$13 a month.
That's right. Yeah.
It'll go up March 1st,
Yep.
so do it by next Thursday, February
Yeah.
29th,
Super fast. Sign up quick
and get
we're
this
just-
thing done.
Yeah.
I have another question to ask that you guys maybe you did, maybe you didn't think of. Let me understand first before I ask it the logistics. You asked me when I filled out online at rollcartcleaning.com, what is my trash day? Why do you need to know that?
Because we want to come usually the day after. So it depends on kind of how things fall with our scheduling and how all that works. But our plan would be then to come the day after so that you have either nothing or as little in your cart as possible at that time.
Okay.
So we can grab them. Plus, that also lets you know, you put the trash out on Thursday.
Yeah.
Friday morning, still leave your roll cart out so that we can grab it and we can clean it for you.
Well, me and my subdivision, I don't remember what the rules are for Columbia. I would probably bring it up next to the house.
Yeah, it
Is
has
that
to be
okay?
by the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Okay,
we'll
so it's
run up
by
there,
the
we'll grab
house,
it. Yeah.
and it'll be out there, and then when
Yeah.
you're finished cleaning, it'll go back in my garage after that.
Yep.
Here's the next step. What about since I have my Q garage code, will you guys be able to use that, open my garage, and get the can out and clean it?
If you want us to, we can. Yeah. So I've got
Really?
I've got a system on my website. So if you want us to do that, then yeah, that's something we can tackle. This is one of the legitimacy things. With Corey, we're already licensed, bonded, and insured. So we're not, again, a fly-by-night company where everything is above board. We're trying to make sure that we're protected, you're protected. And so, yeah, that's something we're okay with. If you want us to pop in there, grab it, roll it out, clean it, put it back, we're going to be okay with
That's
that.
exactly
and we're
what I
completely
want.
covered. 100%.
And there's a couple things here. Number one, we don't shoot the porn videos at home in our garage
Thank God.
on
That's good.
on Fridays.
Okay, good. So you're
So-
cleaned up.
That's
You're
really
cleaned up.
that's
good.
really
I exclusively do mine. I'm glad that's not my after trash.
He's got those embryos, and he's
no,
shooting the videos
no,
with them.
No. No.
Oh, the path this show has taken so many times today. But while I haven't done it yet, it's weird for me to consider it. But Big Gender is the one that told all of us about MyQ when it went on sale that day, and so we ordered it up. It's one of my joys in my life. It's one of the few things I do allow to send me notices every single time.
Right.
When I open and close my garage, I get a notice every time on my phone, and I like it.
I like that, yeah.
So he started telling me about this thing he's doing now with deliveries. So Amazon opens his garage door, drops off his deliveries inside,
so you don't worry about
closes.
porch pirates.
There's no porch
That's
pirates.
awesome.
Isn't that great?
That is
Yeah.
fantastic.
And I really don't want to leave the roll cart outside in my neighborhood and in my driveway. And I think for some people they could leave it out. It's not a big deal. I'd rather not. So I do want to do the MyQ and give you guys the code and let
we'll
you
be
guys
okay
use
with that. No problem at all.
That is awesome.
That's really nice.
Guys, what other questions? I know this is a new thing, so there might be a lot of questions, but what else am I not thinking of?
Well, I mean, since you
thoughts?
have people signing up already, can you tell, like, are there certain parts of the town that it's like the west side is picked up on Thursdays
South
or
Pole.
or
Oh,
whatever,
yeah,
you know,
no,
and so
I
you
mean-
can kind of chunk it together like that, or are you
Yeah,
going to have to
that's-
kind of go a little bit of everywhere?
Yeah, we'll kind of be like trash truck followers,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of what we're doing. So if we can get enough, that'd be great. We can just pull in behind the guy and we'll just clean the
would
cans
be
right after
awesome.
they drop them. That would be fantastic
That's
logistically.
great.
Yeah.
So instead of ambulance chasers,
Yeah,
we
we're
got
chasing trash trucks.
trash truck chasers coming all the way around.
That's right.
They're not hard to find.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
What in talking about logistics, Corey's involved with what else?
Oh, so he also does a pressure washing business. He's been doing it for over 25 years. He's fantastically professional at it. And so he's also he's a veteran. He's still active. Not active duty. He's an active reservist. And he's getting ready to retire. So that's one of the other reasons he was thinking, hey, let's ramp up a secondary business because he'll have a little more time to focus on that. On top
Well,
of the
I
others.
love that. In the beginning here, will Corey have to, again, just want to understand what's behind with you guys and what you're committing to. Will he be driving this thing daily and taking care of it himself, or will he have people hired on immediately?
It depends. So he might do some of it himself, especially as we're learning the equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get to go play with it today, actually. I want to do some videos to show folks how it works and everything.
Yeah.
It'll be really fun to post. And so, yeah, he's got some guys that already work with him on the pressure washing business side, so they might do that as well. And that's a good thing, too, about this business. One of the biggest problems everybody's facing right now is staffing, because to train somebody and to get through all that, well, again, it couldn't be much easier to train on this, you know?
Right.
Oh, spray the trash can, put it up in the thing, push the button. It's pretty easy.
I mean, that's
training
about
wise,
it,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It won't have robotic arms, so they're going to wheel it over,
Yep.
connect it, and then push the button. It'll get hoisted up and
That's
go from
right.
there.
How long does that entire process take?
Oh, probably about a minute. It's pretty quick.
Really?
Holy
Yeah,
cow.
it's really
Wow.
fast. Yeah, it might take a little longer depending on the spray scent and if we have to get in your garage and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
Right,
the
right.
actual machine, it grabs it, picks it up, sprays like crazy, and then we add the little stuff. So yeah, not very long at all. That's why we want to daisy chain these as many as possible. So seriously, if you're on a street, you know your neighbors, give me a text and we'll put together a package for your whole street.
To get everybody to save
Yeah.
even more.
Yeah, we'll save you even more money.
Because if there's anything you love about your street, not only your trash can, but everybody else is being clean
Yeah.
and smelling good.
Yep.
I cannot stand trash in my garage.
Yeah.
I hate it. If it was up to me, I'd have a spot outside for the roll cart.
Yeah.
There is no place for me to put it.
Right.
So if you have a spot for yours, I think that's really great.
Yeah, good for
know,
you.
And enjoy that. Even if I did have a spot for it out there, I don't want – and you know what's going to happen with this because I've seen it happen with my trash cans in the garage. It's going to be worse for the roll carts, and I know it because of what I've done with family, with my relatives' roll carts. I go walking through, and I'm like, well, they got a roll cart in here. They won't mind if I clean out my car while I'm here. And so when you
Never
clean
mind
it
this
up-
half-open coffee. Never
mean-
mind this thrice-eaten sandwich.
I mean, here's what do you got? You got some iced tea going?
That's right. Yeah.
All right. When I've got iced tea in a container like that I've gotten from the quick shop, typically I've also got lemon in there.
Yeah.
And if I can have sliced lemon in my iced tea, I have that. You know what that does in the roll cart? It turns to mold and muck and crap, and it's just one of the beer turns to hell inside of the roll cart.
Oh, yeah.
It's everything.
And
You
then
do
get
know
maggots.
maggots. I'm going to have the dirtiest roll carts until you come back to clean it each month. You
right.
guys do know that, right?
I'm okay with that. That's what we want. We want your filthy cans. we will take care of you. We will take.
You guys are going to get
constantly
together
care of
once a week and be like, did you see Bradley's?
Yeah.
It was so
you.
nasty.
What are you doing that thing?
I really think you guys might have to sign a release form that says we're not going to talk about this thing. It's
Yeah.
a non-disclosure
You're not
agreement.
disclosure, yeah. We have a roll cart disclosure. Yeah, it's like patient doctor.
Right, it has to be. It has to be. And you're like, was there something that died in the roll cart? We don't even know.
Question it.
All right, Ellis Bennett's the name of the company is Roll Cart Cleaning, and the website is rollcartcleaning.com.
That's right.
It's brand new, and your roll cart's going to seem brand new forever because they're
right.
taking care of it.
Be perfect.
So go there over the next week and get it at the tremendous savings of $13 a month. They'll clean it every single month.
That's right.
Good idea, man. Good
Thanks
idea.
for having me.
Keep it going. We'll take a break. Tom Bradley Show 93.1 Jack FM and the TomBradleyShow.com.